Hello, and welcome back to another episode of 100 Southeast Asian Films in 100 Days. Today we'll be going through these 5 films. The first one this week, Behind the Painting by Cherd Songsri. This film uses words with passion and care, often hearing them recite a poem. The reference to art and culture had thought put into it. The camera sees what they feel, not just from expressions, but through metaphors, symbols, and spaces. The music, I would say, carried this film and did quite a lot to make me feel the characters' intentions and what their motive might be. Though for the acting, I think it wasn't the strongest. It felt stale even for the characters who are supposed to maintain composure because of their status. I did notice some shots were too bright and it took a lot of contrast out of it, which were off-putting to me at times. It felt too perfect. The story is an adapted version from a novel, and for the most part I enjoyed it for what it is. And the second one this week, Badjao by Lamberto Avellana. Identity plays a part in what makes us who we are, from the blood and culture passed on from one generation to the next. This film showcases that even with a strong identity, forces who oppose your ideas and identity will fight over who is better or who have control, and this fight will perpetuate as long as they exist. The story is straightforward but takes us on a bumpy ride. The protagonist navigates through his people, culture, and his lover's people and culture, finding the way to live together despite opposing values. Similar to a Romeo and Juliet narrative. One of the things that I think about a lot is the camera work, which probably needed a lot of planning and logistics. Despite being a black and white film, the art style was still distinguishable on who is who and what is what. One thing I love about this film is its very distinctive message. And the third one this week, Mysterious Object at Noon by Apichatpong Werasitakul. Werasitakul's films bring out a certain kind of dreaminess, and when it's over by the end of it, you realize you've been in a tunnel of stories that whole time. This film is like listening to soft Minecraft music and going forwards without stopping. It's unknown yet peaceful, flowing yet stagnant. You lose track of time in the stories, and I think it's gorgeous this film is able to do that. One thing unique I'd say about this film that I noted was this film was breaking the fourth wall. But it's blurred out to the point we don't know which wall is the fourth wall, and we don't know which wall is being broken. Therefore, this feels like a dream within a dream, or a dream that has permeated into reality that the dream feels like reality. It's gorgeous. There's many talking points that I would go on, but I would rather approach this review subjectively rather than objectively. And the fourth one this week, Be With Me by Eric Koo. Most of the scenes are non-verbal, but it says so much about the characters and their stories. There's much to be said from silence and the everyday sounds that fill our environment. Camera was mostly still but not stagnant. It sees life lived by distressed individuals who silently struggle at finding the love they seek. It's 3 separate stories with 3 different individuals longing for a companion. Some get their way and some don't. It's both wholesome and tragic based on different characters. It gives you that existential feeling about love and whether the risks we take for love and companionship is worth the trouble or not. This film reflects upon the viewer like a mirror, because I definitely had moments where the film found a way into my self-conscious and started to wonder if this could be part of myself that is lost. And the 5th film this week, Lola by Brillante Mendoza. This film is a deep-seated journey of not just 2 grandmothers, but a society who live in poverty and have to struggle despite their circumstances. The struggles of being poor, let alone an old lady who needs help getting around, is a laborious one that poses many risks. The characters did a wonderful job at expressing distaste and disapproval against each other, but also containing and withholding actions. The beauty of the raw environment and unplanned blocking made the realism feel like living amongst the characters. The camera work was complementary to the art choice because it gave an organic trait from the shaky handheld camera choice that isn't objectively perfect, but subjectively perfect. I love how the story doesn't make you biased towards anyone, as it shows you the struggles of both sides. And at the end, the real winner is the ruling elites. And that's this week's 5 films. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down your thoughts. And I'll see you next week. Bye.